Hello everyone, it is Lana. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today is quite a long video, and honestly it would have been like way longer if I wouldn't have sped it up so much. Oh my god, I sped it up so much, like it was just absolutely ridiculous. But this build was made over the span of 2 days, so I just had so much footage and just, oh my gosh, it was ridiculous. And honestly, like, I don't even know how to, like, express how annoying this build was, because I liked the process and I like how it turned out, but good god, it took so much longer than I thought it would. Furnishing it was kind of a nightmare. The roofing was also kind of a nightmare. I do like how the outside turned out because it looks very Windenburg-esque. It just, like, looks like it belongs in Windenburg. It looks like an EA build, just better. You know, maybe I'm just being cocky, but I do like this build. I think it's really nice. But yes, this is a huge house. It could fit 8 Sims easily, no problem. But I did make room for a cat and a dog, so I made it to where it would fit 6 Sims and 1 cat and 1 dog, which would be 2 parents and 4 kids. But you could also just have 1 parent and 4 kids, which would be hellish, but you could do that, and then you could have an extra dog or an extra cat. But honestly, if I were to play in this house, I would have 2 parents, 4 kids, and 2 pets. Even though that would be just an absolute mess. But if you have a really big family, this is a great house for you because it's really big. It is about 180K, which is a little much, yes, but I don't know. I usually play with free real estate on, so it doesn't really do much. But I did add those dormers that you just saw. Those are not accessible, because there was just nowhere to really put access to them, and they were pretty small anyways, and there wasn't really anything I could do with them. But I mean, there is technically room for another, like, there's room to have another room, but you really don't need another one, because I had an office type room. It was like an office slash skill building slash hobby room. I had that, but I also had, like, I don't know, but you don't really need another room. There's not much that you could really have another room for. I mean, they have a playroom. They all have their own bedrooms. None of them share a bedroom. Everybody has their own space. There are 3 computers in the house from what I remember. Maybe 4, actually. There might be 2 upstairs and 2 downstairs. Which is quite a few, but I mean, why not? There's a toddler room, there are 2 children's rooms, and 1 teen room. Obviously, the parents' room is downstairs. It's pretty big, and it was kind of annoying to build, but, you know, it's whatever. Yeah, this house is, you know, it's, the Tudor style. It's quite pretty. I'm sorry, I'm yawning because it's late. It is, like, the day before I'm supposed to be uploading this, and, it's the night before I'm supposed to be uploading this, but I just finished that house, and I should have planned out 3 videos for this build, like, to pre-record and to post before this one, so that I had time to do this one, but I really thought that 2 days was enough for this house, but I think I severely underestimated how large of a house that I was building here. I had easily over 5 hours of footage, like, no questions, and I got it down to 16 minutes, so I mean, that's pretty, I think that's pretty good, personally. I think I did a pretty good job, but yeah, I mean, I'm gonna be honest, I kind of love the kitchen, and also, the whole vibe of this house is kind of old, like, because, you know, the outside seemed old, and I couldn't just, like, not make the inside match the outside, so it is quite, vintage, I suppose you could call it. I wouldn't personally call it vintage, but you could call it vintage. I used quite a bit of clutter in the kitchen, just because I thought that would be realistic for that big of a family. I used some clutter in the living room, but, there was just so many rooms, and honestly, The Sims does not have enough clutter for the amount of rooms that this has. The Sims doesn't have enough furniture, which is something that I noticed while I was building. They don't have enough furniture that just matches one style, and also wood tones are a problem, but we're just not even gonna talk about that, because we already know The Sims has a problem with their wood swatches. I don't think we need to acknowledge that. But I used quite a lot of cats and dogs because it has a lot of grandma-esque furniture, which I thought would look really nice in this house, which it did. Cats and dogs was used so much in this, which is kind of the reason why I had to put a cat and a dog in this house. I don't know, I just felt like it would be wrong of me to not do that while using this expansion pack that revolved around pets. Well, cats and dogs, specifically. Oh yeah, also, this living room is just, like, moved, just completely over. I ended up putting a formal dining space, there, or where the thing is, where the living room is, and yeah, I moved that dining table to where the living room is. I put a informal table, like eating table, where the dining table is, and I also, dude, I don't even know what all I did. I'm gonna be honest. I don't even remember. I did so much stuff, and I just, like, completely got rid of all of it. I did a lot of placing stuff with that red shelf, and then just, like, went back on my decision. So, you know, I tried. Okay, I tried. The first computer and desk is right there. That stays there, from what I can remember. And the next one is in the parents' room. There is another desk downstairs for, like, the kids to do their homework. 'Cause I think, well, actually, I'm not sure, but I think at least one of the kids has, a desk where she can do her homework. I think they both do. Also, I, like, just kind of subconsciously created 3 feminine rooms for all the children, for the older children, and then 1 more masculine room for the toddler. I always make more masculine rooms for toddlers. I don't know why. I really don't know why. It's probably because I think that the male toddlers are cute, and just, like, males in general, they're cuter when they're babies. So, like, I guess I really don't know. I have no idea. But as you can see, yeah, there's a computer in the parents' room. Everything moved. I also added a chess table because the logic skill exists and has to be or gained in, like, every single career ever. The parents have a master bathroom, but I'm pretty sure there's only 1 bathtub in the whole house, which is in the master bathroom. There actually might be 2. There could very well be 2, but I really don't know. But yeah, I like the floor plan of this house too. It's not too bad. The teenager's room does like, you have to walk through the playroom to get to the teenager's room, but the playroom is, like, kind of, it has, like, an archway, which it doesn't right now, but it'll get one in a second. Like, it had an archway, and I just, like, it's not, like, closed off. It's more open, so it's kind of just, like, an extra hallway, but the playroom is there because, you know, kids always need something to do, and I think they have some skill building stuff, and they have toys in the playroom. They also have toys in their room, so, yeah, I mean, okay, this house is really nice. It's really big, so it was really hard to furnish. I mean, we're 10 minutes in, and I'm just now furnishing the first upstairs bedroom. Like, that's how long it took me to furnish downstairs, and it only took me, well, sped up, it took me like 6 minutes to furnish the upstairs, so, you know, that, yeah, it was, but not to say that furnishing the upstairs was easy either, because I'm terrible at furnishing kids' rooms. I really don't know why I built a house this big with this many kids. It really doesn't make sense because I do not like furnishing kids' rooms, like, at all. And here I had to furnish 4 kids' rooms. So, you know, the bedroom that I just did actually gets moved to a different room because I realized that I had too many bedrooms. Because they were just, I had so many bedrooms where if you had an 8-sim household, then every sim would have had a bedroom. But I wanted there to be a dog and a cat, so I couldn't make enough bedrooms. And I also, that toddler room has 2 beds in it because I just overestimating how many sims could fit in this house. But I ended up counting later and I took out the bed, one of the toddler beds, and I ended up moving over the girls' room that I just did. Now I'm doing the playroom, which has a lot of good stuff in it. I'm glad that I made a playroom. I feel like a lot more, like, suburban family houses should have playrooms because they just work a lot nicer, and, like, I like when all the kids are, like, hanging out together. Also, this wall, I had a lot of trouble with, and, like, a lot of these walls are not empty, they're, like, completely empty because there were no windows. There is one window in the playroom, and it's not on the side, so I had to fill up that wall somehow, so I just made it look like the kids had stuck stickers all over the wall, and, like, also drawn on it, because I couldn't put windows there because there was a roof there, because of that huge A-frame type roof. There was no room for the windows, so, yeah, I tried my best. Here's the teenager's room. I thought that they would be into art and music, and, you know, you can see their little award up there, but yeah, I just thought they'd be into art and music, and, you know, I just thought that was cute, and I'm realizing now that the toddler has a TV, and the teenager has a TV, but neither of the kids have a TV. You know what? It's fine. It doesn't matter. There's a TV downstairs. But, yeah, this is, yeah. Oh my gosh, I think there are 6 bathrooms in this house. I think there's 3 downstairs and 3 upstairs. Yeah, you didn't need this many bathrooms, but it's always nice to have more bathrooms than less bathrooms. Also, if you have guests coming over and you're, like, playing this house, I know how tedious this would be, but I would really recommend locking every upstairs door, because these Sims, like, the NPCs are gonna get on your Sims computers, watch your Sims TVs upstairs, away from everybody for no reason. So I would just lock the door for everyone but the household, or if you want to be specific, everybody but the Sim that goes into that room, like that lives in that room. And I added a little Jack and Jill bathroom here. I've never done a Jack and Jill bathroom, like, ever in my entire Sims career. I don't see them that often in real life. I think I've only been to 2 houses that had a Jack and Jill bathroom. And I didn't really like it, because, like, it just felt like there was no privacy. Like, what if you were, what if you locked one door and you were, like, taking a shower or, like, taking a shit or something, and somebody just, like, busts in? Like, I don't know. I don't like Jack and Jill bathrooms. But there's one in this house. Really, this house has a lot of variety. I think, you know, some of the styles are kind of more in now, I guess, and then some of the styles are just not in, like, they're very old. It's kind of all over the place. This hallway up here looks like a vintage person from, like, the early 1900s designed it, but, you know. And I also just added this little hobby room because I needed something to fill this room with, and it's really all I could do. I also gave him some pumpkin carving stations, because that's really fun. Pumpkin carving is so much fun. It's just there's nowhere to put all of the stations, so they have lots of stuff to do outside. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. I love all of you so much. I love you. Like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys tomorrow.